Hi everyone, happy Cinco de Mayo, it's Mrs. Panetta. I wanted to share a recipe with you guys that I would normally make with you when we were in the classroom for Cinco de Mayo. It's a very short recipe. Usually we have testing this week, so I like to make this with you guys so you have a nice treat after your testing. So what you need for restaurant-style salsa is a can of diced or whole peeled tomatoes, a half of a lime, a half of a small onion, a piece of a jalapeno, and cilantro, and salt. So we're going to start by adding our canned tomatoes into the blender. If you don't have a blender, you can use a food processor. And you need a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, depending on how salty your can of tomatoes is. So what I would do is use a half a teaspoon, mix it all up, and then give it a taste. Before you cut your lime, if you roll it on the cutting board with the palm of your hand, it helps to bring out all the juices. We only need a half. We're going to squeeze that into the blender. A small handful of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you can add a little bit less. Jalapeno. If you touch the jalapeno and touch your face or any other sensitive areas, you will burn yourself. If we were in the classroom, I would normally give the person cutting the jalapeno a pair of food safety gloves, and all you need is a small piece. So I'm cutting a small piece. I'm making sure that there aren't any seeds inside because the seeds are extra spicy. You definitely don't want to use the entire jalapeno, but if you like spice, you might want to slice off another piece and add it. And the onion. I've cut my onion in half. Down here in this darker area, this is the root of the onion. That's where it is stinkiest. So we try very hard not to cut through that because that's what's going to make your eyes tear. I cut off the top end. You're going to pull away the papery peel. This one doesn't want to peel. And you're going to just cut it in 4 pieces. So I'm going to cut the end off, leaving the root intact. Cut it in half this way and then in half this way. Throw it in your blender. Okay, when we blend it, we want it to still be a little bit chunky at the end. So we're not going to make it look like a smoothie. We want it to have a little bit of chunk to it. Notice you can still see the cilantro, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion in there. I'm going to pour it out for you so that you can see the consistency. Now today I'm going to use this with my nachos that I'm making in honor of Cinco de Mayo. Happy cooking!